practice, so we're pretty thin, but we're getting ready for a big spring ball game. You guys are all invited. We did have sustained a couple injuries. I don't think Austin Conway will be going. He's got a little bit of a nicked up knee. Trying to think of a couple other guys that maybe held out. I'll know a little bit more tomorrow. I thought today was a good finish off of spring football, probably about where I thought we'd be. I thought we made some progress during the course of the spring, and it'll be an opportunity come Saturday to get in a game-like situation and see how these guys respond. Questions?
Sure. It was kind of maybe, obviously, you want to see, your quarterbacks, but what's some of the biggest things you want to see out of this spring game?
I think we need to see a cohesive offensive line be able to come off the football. Certainly that's going to be balanced by a defensive line. I think that's going to be really important, though. We kind of put some guys out there in different positions, and it'll be important to see that. I think also just another opportunity for our safeties to come up and make some plays. Those are always things that are somewhat difficult to replicate in practice when you're not going full speed, and either a pass downfield or a run pops through the middle, and who can make a play during that time. It'll be also an important opportunity. Jackson Marquette is going to be out there as a tight end. He's a really young, promising prospect as a tight end, to see what he can do. And then the last thing I would think would just be an opportunity to see a couple of these younger defensive linemen, particularly the inside linemen. I think that's going to be important as well. And, there's always some surprising star from the spring game. It's always fun for me to have a chance to watch, and hopefully we get through it and have some great competition and stay healthy. That's the other thing. Every head coach that's in Division I, you hold your breath. You want to see some good things happen, but you don't want to see a season-ending injury. But I think we balance that off. We got to go out and play football and get ourselves ready to go.
Are there concerns, Coach, that you don't have certain areas where you have more depth at this time? Like running back, tight end that you've talked about for this game?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, going into it, you'd like to have a more balanced football team than what we have. But that comes with the territory when you have 85 scholarships and you have a limited number of walk-ons. In the old days when you had an unlimited squad and then you had, more scholarships than that, you just went out and you played and you didn't worry about it. But my colleagues around the country are faced with the same situation we are. We have been fortunate, though. A lot of schools cancel spring games, and we've been fortunate enough to develop enough depth to have one. And we think spring games are important, not so much for, the evaluation's important, but give guys an opportunity to go out and play in a game.
Do you have a pecking order at free safety right now?
I think at free, I think Braden Smith is probably the leader in the clubhouse, but we'll watch this game and see how it comes out.
How big of a wide of a gap is there between Sean and Tyler right now going into Saturday?
I don't think it's a real wide gap. Sean has improved. I thought Saturday and during the course of this week he improved, but Tyler's done a good job. He's done some good things with his completion percentage. He's continued to improve. I think those two guys are going to push one another, but I can tell you this: we'll name a starter. After we come through the spring game, and I'll release it. I'll probably be at spring meetings, but you guys will get the information from Tim.
Running back wise, anything with X, or are you just going with the younger guys?
Well, we're going with the younger guys simply because we just don't have a lot of depth at the tailback position returning. And because of that, it's not that X has arrived. And, some of our other guys, we don't feel like, and to say arrived would be a little bit misleading, but Logan Wilson has played a lot of football here. You won't see him tomorrow. And that's simply because we really feel like he's done, his body of work is such that we really don't need to evaluate. We'd like to evaluate X. We're just super thin at that tailback position. And so it's going to give an opportunity for a couple other guys to carry